guys, welcome to my rifle collection as of 2018. I'm going to break this up into two segments because I just have too many to get here on the table all at once. Plus the video would probably be too long. I did this one with my shotguns here a little while ago, I don't know, a couple months, something like that. Everybody seemed to like it. So let me go ahead and give you guys an update on what I've got going long gun wise when it comes to my my collection and rifles. And we're going to call this the, I don't know what you want to call it, the Black Rifle Edition, the Modern Sporting Rifle Edition, the Evil Assault Weapon Edition, whatever, I don't know. We'll start with this one right here. This one I think is almost 100% a PSA build, short of the accessories. I've got the Magpul, what is it, the MOE Plus grip. I've got the SLK stock on here. I do have the Bushnell AR-223. I believe it's a four power fixed scope. It's a really nice little scope. I like this one here. We got a little stop there. I've got some fake Chinese Diamondback sights. This one's got the stainless steel 18-inch barrel chambered in .223 Wild. I built this one as kind of like a budget option for a like a DMR, kind of a longer distance shooting AR-15. It actually works really well. I love the optic. It functions great. I'm a big fan of PSA. I think they provide really quality stuff for a really great price. So this was definitely something that I like. I used to have a video on it before YouTube came along and said no more AR videos and that kind of stuff. Because in that video I broke down the prices of that. I paid for everything and where I bought it, and to them they consider that trying to sell a gun, I guess, so I had to remove that. But anyway, there's my little faux DMR, my little budget build, my budget long distance rifle. Next up we'll talk about this one right here. This is what I would call a faux M16, right? I built it up to look like an M16, except we have a 16-inch barrel instead of a 20-inch barrel. Other than that, you know, it's pretty stock, pretty standard. One thing, this is partially PSA. It's a PSA upper. Lower, this is an Anderson lower with, I believe, a Spikes Tactical trigger kit or lower parts kit in it, which I have polished the trigger, done a trigger job on this one, as I did also on this one. We've got the, I think this is the UTG M16A2 stock. We've got a just a mag pouch here. This is the Spectre Ops mag pouch. We've got a Hogue grip on this one here, and that's pretty much it. Just very simple sling. You know, just a simple rifle build. Oh, also the carry handle here is a Colt carry handle. So very simple setup. I like it because it's nice and simple. Next up, let's talk about an AK. Yeah, this is my AMD 63, picked up from Classic Firearms when they were like 450 bucks. I love these things, man. Phoenix Technology stock is actually really good stock. It does pop open. You can actually get some storage in there. Got the MOE, just the standard MOE grip on here. MOE handguards, which I had to modify a little bit. And I think I do have a video still out there on there for that. Changed out the muzzle brake for more of a standard Tapco slant muzzle brake. Put a sling on it, and again, very simple. Slap that together. I had to do something to it because the front handguards and muzzle brake this thing comes with are just absolutely atrocious, as is the pistol grip. So I had to change some stuff on it because the way it comes is just nasty. But still, this is a pretty simple build, slap together. I didn't do a whole lot to it other than change out a couple accessories. Alright, now here is my go-to AR-15. I've had this one in one form or another since about 2011. PSA upper with the FN cold hammer forged barrel. The lower is a CMMG lower with a Spikes Tactical nickel boron battle trigger. In as far as the lower parts kit, that kind of thing. This is the Black Hawk grip, which I absolutely love. These grips, very thin. I like the finger grooves, fit my hands perfectly. This has a bad lever on it, which I never use, and I need to take it off. It's pretty pointless. I don't use the damn thing. We got some standard OD, or it's OD or FDE, whatever, Magpul furniture on there, the MOE stuff. Little clamp and light. This is a very inexpensive 200 lumen Bushnell light, standard birdcage flash hider. We've got the Vortex Spark optic on here, Maytech rear front sight, and just a standard A2 front sight post on there. But that's kind of my go-to. That's been my go-to for a while. I've had this one for years, and it's just a great rifle. This is shit hits the fan type stuff. This is the one I'm grabbing. All right, next up, AR-15 pistol. Very simple build. This is a 100% PSA build. PSA internals, PSA upper, PSA lower. Again, I got that Black Hawk grip on here. Put some Magpul front and rear flip-up sights on there, and this is the Bushnell TRS-25. Other than that, very simple. I just slapped that one together. I think that one only cost me, I don't know, 400 bucks plus whatever I paid for the optic to slap together. A very cheap little pistol build. All right, now we've got Kel-Tec Sub-2000. I haven't done anything to this one except put this little gasket on here because that little cocking piece at the back is sharp, a little metal piece at the back, so it got this little rubber gasket on there. Just kind of protect your finger. This one is in 9mm, takes Glock mags. These are a lot of fun. Not the best carbine on earth, obviously, but it is a lot of fun. You know, it's got the folding gimmick here, which is nice. You can play around with it. A little bit of a folding gimmick, right? Yeah, nothing bad. 9mm, takes Glock mags. Probably the most sought after of all the Kel-Tec Sub-2000s out there on the market. You know, now that these are Gen 2, they're producing more of them. They're not as hard to find. The Gen 1s were impossible to find if you were looking for one that was 9mm and took Glock mags. But these Gen 2s, there seem to be more of them out there. They're still a little more expensive on the secondary market if you're specifically looking for 9mm with Glock mags. But all in all, still pretty easy to pick up if you're looking for one. Alright, last but certainly not least, we've got my Zastava M92. This is my little AK pistol. Haven't done a lot to it. It's got the SIG brace on there. I did put the Hogue grip on there, which I really like. It's a nice, comfy grip. I fixed up the wood on the forend because it was nasty when it came in. It looked like a 2x4 when it came in. So I just kind of polished it up and you know, put some True Oil and stuff on there, made it look nice. Changed out the muzzle brake because the muzzle brake that comes welded onto the end of these things, again, is nasty and ugly looking, big chunk of metal just to cover up the threads. But that's all I did to this one. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And this one I got a good deal on. I think I picked it up for 520 bucks on Buds, which is why I couldn't pass it up. It was simply because I found it so cheap that I bought it. I didn't even intend to buy it, but I ran across it and I'm like, well, I can't pass it up. So there you go. There is my quote-unquote assault rifle, easel assault rifle edition of my long gun collection. I know this isn't a long gun. I know this isn't a long gun, but you know, close enough, right? We all know what we're talking about here. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Got any questions or comments? Leave that stuff down below, and we will talk to you guys later.